My name is Nadidah Adamu. I am a head veterinary nurse of a small animal practice in Bristol. I have been qualified for 10 years this year. I graduated from the University of West of England with a degree in veterinary nursing. My grandfather was a veterinary surgeon in Africa. And I think that inspired me quite a bit. We didn't have any pets growing up, but I was determined from about the age of 6 that veterinary was the career path that I was going to take. So I spent a lot of my time watching vets in practice on the TV and just focusing really on spending as much time with animals as I could. I found it really hard to get the required work experience to go to university. Lots of places weren't taking work experience from school age students. So I wrote to lots and lots and lots of places. It was also quite difficult. I grew up in Devon and we didn't have a car, so I relied on public transport. The university required different types of work experience, so not just veterinary practices, but kennels, stables, farm as well. So I would take a bus sort of most weekends, a couple of hours to go and help in some stables. And I think because it's such an oversubscribed career choice that lots of practices that don't take people for work experience really make it quite difficult for all the people who want to do veterinary to get into it. I had an amazing mentor in my first practice, my training practice. She taught me everything that I needed to know about nursing. She taught me the ethos and really led the way into where I wanted to go and what kind of nurse I wanted to be. I had my first student as a newly qualified veterinary nurse, and that really inspired me and spurred me on and made me realize that I loved teaching people. I wanted to inspire people, and I wanted this new cohort of nurses to just keep getting better and better. So my current role came around opportunistically. The current head nurse left, and myself and another nurse were approached. We've been qualified around the same sort of time, and we were approached and asked if we wanted to do the role jointly. We work really well together. We are two sides of the same coin. And it's really nice to have someone else in the same role as me. I've got my own head nurse, I'm also her head nurse, but it's really nice to have someone who understands where you're at in your career and also within the practice, and someone at the same stage as you as well. So it's been really lovely and really supportive. Leadership is hard. It wasn't something that came naturally to me. I knew how to nurse. I had no idea how to lead or manage people. I don't think I was really prepared for the many aspects that leadership involves. It's not just nursing. It's managing people's emotions as well, and trying to get the best out of them. So we've done lots of CPD. We've been on courses and webinars, just sat and chatted and bounced ideas off other people to find what works best. I think really being honest with your team about where you're at personally in your development. So saying, I don't know what I'm doing. How do you think we should do this? has really worked, because ultimately, if you're leading the team, I think the team should be involved in how they want to be led. Working in practice, people have been really welcoming, which is really lovely. I think as a profession, and as a professional, as long as you're honest with clients, you do your job well, and they can see that you are there for their pets. You can only be received in a positive light. I think, like everyone in the profession, there have been instances where people aren't so kind to you, and that has potentially been tailored a little bit towards my race. But I think it's not to say that, had I been white or any other ethnicity, I wouldn't have got the same reaction. I think if someone wants to disrespect you in that manner, then they're going to find anything to sort of pick at. I think the most important thing is having a supportive team, having supportive management, and the backing of the practice, and clients understanding that that is not acceptable, regardless of emotion, and regardless of what has happened. I think that it starts from a very young age. So I think that children need to be encouraged. I think that children need to be encouraged to explore these different avenues, and make it known that these things are available to them. I think that it's very important for children to see men, women, um, different ethnicities, different religions doing these jobs, but not impacting who they are, not impacting their culture. So they're able to do these jobs, but not lose their sense of who they are. Because I think there potentially could be some pressure, some familial pressure, pressure from your community, to not do that job. And I think they need to see that it's okay to do a job, but still be yourself as well. My advice to people seeking leadership roles and wanting to pursue a career in veterinary is, don't give up. Be really, really annoying. Keep pushing, keep sending letters, because someone will see your potential. Someone will give you an opportunity. Be brave. Take that bus, take that train, move if you can, but don't take no for an answer. Don't limit yourself to where your ceiling is. I didn't think that there was a progression for a veterinary nurse, like myself, past veterinary nursing. Um, I'm leading veterinary nurses now. I'm leading veterinary care assistants. We're talking to lots of different people, but I'm still a veterinary nurse. I still nurse. So you can do what you love. You just have to keep going.